Number rules the universe. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Man, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. God built the universe on numbers. In anger, we should refrain both from speech and action. Concern should drive us into action, and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Number is the ruler of forms and ideas, and the cause of gods and demons. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? No man is free who cannot control himself. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. The beginning of every government starts with the education of our youth. Let exercise alternate with rest. A stone is frozen music. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name of philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. If you're asked, what is the silence? Respond, it is the first stone of the wisdom's temple. Number is the within of all things. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. You should make great things, not promising great things. None but God is wise. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony, in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent. Friendship is one soul in two bodies. The stars in the heavens sing a music, if only we had ears to hear. There is a good principle, which created order, light, and man. And an evil principle, which created chaos, darkness, and woman. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. A thought is an idea in transit. Wisdom, thoroughly learned, will never be forgotten. There is no word or action, but has its echo in eternity. Music is the harmonization of opposites, the conciliation of warring elements. Alas, what wickedness to swallow flesh into our own flesh, to fatten our greedy bodies by cramming in other bodies, to have one living creature fed by the death of another. Astonishing. Everything is intelligent. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. The soul of man is divided into three parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Lust weakens both body and mind. Truth is so great a perfection, that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. Speak not nor act before thou hast reflected. Animals share with us the privilege of having a soul. The wind is blowing. Adore the wind. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. Choose rather to be strong of soul, than strong of body. Government exists only for the good of the governed. Remind yourself that, all men assert that wisdom is the greatest good, but that there are few, who strenuously seek out that greatest good. Anger begins in folly, and ends in repentance. Time is the soul of this world. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand, and leading him down the path of reason. We ought so to behave to one another, as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time, to make friends of our enemies. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Don't disarrange my circles. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. So in life, some enter the services of fame, and others money, but the best choice is that of those few, who spend their time in the contemplation of nature, and as lovers of wisdom. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only two remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. Write in the sand the flaws of your friend. A man is never as big as, when he is on his knees to help a child. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. It is better wither to be silent, or to say things of more value, than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at hazard, than an idle or useless word, and do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. He buries gold, who hides the truth. Bless us, divine number, who generated gods and men. Number contains the root and source of eternally flowing creation. Do not despise anyone, an atom shadowing. Assist a man in raising a burden, but do not assist him in laying it down. The octave formed a circle, and gave our noble earth its form. Thought is an idea in transit, which when once released, never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other, to persevere in the road to a happier life. Every man has been made by God, in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Don't eat your heart. Wealth is a weak anchor, and glory cannot support a man. This is the law of God, that virtue only is firm, and cannot be shaken by a tempest. When the wise man opens his mouth, the beauties of his soul present themselves to the view, like the statues in a temple. None can be free, who is a slave to, and ruled by his passions. Above all, have respect for yourself. Instruct thyself, for time and patience favor all. Do not even think of doing what ought not to be done. There are in woman's eyes two sorts of tears, the one of grief, the other of deceit. Without justice, no realm may prosper. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Practice restraint over the following: appetite, first, as well as sleep, lust, and anger. Respect gods before demigods, heroes before men, and first among men your parents, but respect yourself most of all. As the sea crab swimmeth always against the stream, so doth wit always against wisdom. Step not beyond the beam of the balance. He is not rich, that enjoyeth not his own goods. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. Govern your tongue before all other things, following the gods. It is required to find the infinitely big inside what's infinitely small, to feel the presence of God. We ought not to quit our post without the permission of him who commands. The post of man is life. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do, or say whatever is not best for you. Having departed from your house, turn not back, for the Furies will be your attendants. Abstain from animals. I would have to say the probability of us dying seems extremely high. Love that shines from within cannot be darkened by obstacles of the world of consequences. Disbelieve nothing wonderful concerning the gods, nor concerning divine dogmas. Power is the near neighbor of necessity. Wind indeed increases fire, but custom love. Which quote did you like the most? Share your opinion in the comments. Don't miss the chance to see the next video. Subscribe now.